The center of the lights, in the city of lights. It serves as a gathering place for many, appears to be the center of attention, messages written overhead. Times Square is all of us, and none of us. This is the story of us.
The papers on her desk build up. She feels alone in the sea of fluorescent light and cubicles. A dream job that diminished under the sea of LED lights she passes every day. Again and again, back and forth. From 9th to Park. She crosses through the square without looking up, without a glance to her side, point A to point B. She brushes past strangers, some bump into her. She doesn't look back, only forward. But she stops short as her path is blocked, and she looks up. Annoyed, looking to the individual in her path. Immediately, her annoyance dissipates. There's something about them, something so enthralling. A soft smile appears on their face. They say nothing. She sways and continues on her way. A second and a smile out from the routine.
A single tear down a face, the world around swarming. As he clings to the phone, her voice is cold. It pierces the air with such force he feels her icy grasp through the speaker. He tries to walk one foot in front of the other, but the pain in his chest stops him, hot and sharp. His tears come to the surface. He can't stop. The lights bounce off the screens, piercing the dark night. The wind howls, the midnight crowd sways, but the buildings remain unwavering. The crowds dissolve, the cars don't rush through the square. The night seems silent, except for the flashes of color in the sky, none of them warm. He has no words. The line goes dead, and all at once the silent night turns cold. The magic of the square, which he first saw reflected in her eyes, seems as far away as she is. For him, the lights don't shine like that first night they visited this spot, that cold December night. He remembers the cold that night, masked by the warmth of her smile, a different kind of cold from the one tonight. He is suddenly jolted to the ground, hitting it hard. He looks up, a hand extended. They help him to his feet, the cold of the night suddenly muted by the softness of their concern. Squeezing his hand, they stand there and time forgets to tick. He pulls away. The pain in his chest comes back, and the night goes on. He walks one foot in front of the other, towards 57th, where he once was lost. She fell. When he offered his hand and she squeezed. Possibility in the air. The pain in his chest doesn't disappear, but the possibility can no longer be found.
The savings jar smashed. The echo of excitement bouncing off the walls as they both smashed it on the table. A day where they would be able to stand under the lights in the center of the city of lights. And that moment could never be replicated. The moment they turned the corner on 46th Street and the lights of the screens shone brighter than the sun. The jet lag still grabbing at their eyes was no match for their fixated gaze. The buzzing crowds around them. The sweet smell of sugared nuts in the air as they stumbled through the crowd. Searching the square for the brightest screen. They didn't notice the way they looked at the two of them. The way they remembered what it was like to be the only two people in the sea of bodies to look up. To remember the possibility which the warm lights held. They smile at the two of them, but their eyes never meet. As they fade into the crowd, their memory fades, but the swarming excitement shines on. Their soft faces no match for the center of the lights.
They stand there, observing the sea around them. They see her hopeless, set on getting through the crowd, her gaze fixed on the ground. Headed straight for them, they don't move out of the way. Now, she's a second and a smile up from the routine. He falls and they rush to his side, offering their hand. And now, his pain is raging, but he sees the loss of possibility. They see the two of them, soft faces and wide gazes. Their soft faces, no match for the center of the lights. Because they were there, time ticked slower. They saw things they didn't before. It's all projection, observation, and connection. What makes them all different is that none of them were the one that served as a connection. None of them observant, except for the one person that was. The one person that linked them all. That one person is you. You are the connection. You are the only one watching, observing, because you are the only one aware of what Times Square really is. Because Times Square is all of us.